Nothing says South Florida design like sophisticated and contemporary indoor and outdoor gathering spaces for your home.
Hi, welcome to Artefacto. We're the Bacchi brothers. My name is Bruno Bacchi. I work in logistics and finance.
My name is Pietro Bacchi. I work in sales. Artefacto is the leading contemporary home furnishing company in South Florida, and we export from Brazil globally to the world.
We take a look at the latest trends in home furnishings for both indoors and outdoors on today's SoFlo Home Project. Welcome to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra. Modern minimalism is a design style that is so popular here in South Florida. It's all about creating elegant living spaces that resemble a resort retreat. Today, we'll look at the latest in outdoor gathering spaces, creating a room that is perfect for entertainment, the benefits of going modular, and much more. We're here today in Coral Gables at the Artefacto Miami flagship location, joined by Pietro and Bruno Bacchi. Welcome to SoFlo Home Project, you guys.
Thank you for having us.
So it's great to be here in the showroom. I know it's fairly new, and Artefacto is such a big name in home furnishings here in South Florida.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been in business for 45 years. It is now a third generation company. It started by my grandfather in Sao Paulo, and then my father brought it over to the United States.
I love so much about what your showroom specifically has such a unique feel and still brings in that contemporary vibe of what's so popular in furnishings, especially here in our market.
Thank you.
Absolutely, and there's definitely a lot of beautiful vignettes that I know we're going to get to tour through with our viewers, so this is going to be fun to kind of talk about indoor as well as outdoor furnishings.
That's actually the newest design trend here in South Florida. Because of COVID, people are utilizing every space in the house more, including the outdoors.
I think the main thing that we always love to focus on is that how outdoor furnishings really don't feel like what you would think of as outdoor furnishings.
So we've been working a lot more now with outdoor pieces that look indoor. So the fabrics are a lot softer, but still very resilient. And working with marine grade stainless steel and aluminum, that helps us get these fine lines, like if you can tell.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful finish on that. Doesn't look like an outdoor piece.
Exactly, so.
Synthetic leather.
So leather for outdoor as well.
Since we are vertically integrated, we use the 45,000 square feet to showcase our products in different fabrics and different, to appeal to different clientele that has different tastes.
Absolutely. I think another really big part of this all is that what we have here, this particular setup, is all for outdoors, right?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
For example, this table in front of you, if you take the top off, it actually becomes a champagne bar.
Very cool.
And then if you take this champagne bar out, you can store towels and everything is completely waterproof.
Function, storage, and beauty as well. So this piece in particular is cool because it actually makes me think of things that you would see at a resort.
Absolutely. Our buyers are looking to have that hotel resort feel with the big living rooms, the spacious dining rooms. Lets you get the most out of your house.
Absolutely. Now, are there any particular trends that you're seeing that are very popular in this market in Miami and South Florida?
So a lot of these new spec homes and stuff like that being done by developers, they're doing the sliding glass door that opens up the living room all the way into the outdoor and by the pool area. So a lot of people are using our furniture to somewhat integrate the indoor and the outdoor to have like a mixed use environment since we have great weather pretty much year round. So.
That really is a great point, and that look, I think, specific to only certain areas of the country can have that, where the doors pocket in and you have this sort of seamless feel.
Absolutely. Another kind of design trend that happened, kind of everyone from the Northeast coming down, they want that beach feel.
Yeah.
They want
it
that
to feel like they're in Florida.
Exactly. They already have the metropolitan kind of clean organic cut furniture at home, and they want to change over to the white linens, organic woods, natural tree pieces, and I think we're only going to see it more in the future.
That's a really great point. I'm also from the Northeast originally, so I definitely, when I see people from there come here, they always want the Florida home to feel different. And I think the organic materials and also the organic shapes, because I'm looking at these very organic in nature, from the swivel chairs to the tables, and even a lot of the furniture I find is getting more curved. We're seeing that trend, and as I look around, everything has a lot more softer curve. And next we're going to take a peek at the entertaining spaces, so stay with us. Coming up, See how the bar is making its way back to the entertainment areas of the home on SoFlo Home Project.
So you finally decided to upgrade your windows and your doors? Today we're going to talk about what to expect on installation day on SoFlo Home Project.
Good Break Moving and Storage is the official mover of many of South Florida's professional and collegiate teams, including the Miami Marlins, Miami Heat, Florida Panthers, University of Miami, and more. And as the official mover, Good Greek handles all of the transportation of team equipment to and from all of the away games, as well as handling personnel moves for coaches, players, and staff. The reason why these organizations trust us is because of the high level of service and highly trained personnel, and these are the same reasons why you should trust us too.
Good Greek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers.
Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing our tour through the Artefacto showroom here in Coral Gables with Bruno and Pietro Bacchi. So before the break, we talked a lot about outdoor furnishings. Here you have so many beautiful outdoor furnishings, and I think really connects that sort of indoor-outdoor living seamlessly. But I thought it would be fun to talk about how a lot of these beautiful contemporary furnishings here for indoors also create great spaces. Sophisticated, contemporary design has become a favorite style here in South Florida. It's all about creating gathering spaces that resemble a luxurious resort.
With the pandemic as well, people are using the indoor spaces much more.
Right.
We're seeing a big trend in bigger living rooms for entertaining more people because people are hosting more in their house, hence the big bar behind you.
Yeah, so it's all about that great entertaining space. The sofa's behind both of you here. I mean, great, big, super deep, comfortable looking pieces. And I look around the showroom, I see a lot of that. And I feel like that's something that people are wanting to have, these modular pieces that can just create a big, comfortable area.
So it's a transition that we felt not only in the South Florida market, but also in Brazil and globally. A lot more people started coming to us to see which is the best way to entertain guests and have more of a seating area and more of a comfortable environment. So that's a big transition that we've noticed in the market so far.
Absolutely, and I think it's such a great look as well. This is refined, contemporary, sophisticated, and sort of evokes that style that we see so popular here in South Florida.
Absolutely. We incorporate a bit of the Brazilian design along with the Italian. As you can see, all the sofas are very low, but very clean cut and comfortable, yes, which is something that kind of the Italian sofas lack, is that comfort aspect of it.
So this sort of brings in the stylized look with that comfort. So I also love that you have very large scale swivel chairs. I feel when you're designing a living room, you need the great sofa and then usually a pair of swivel chairs. It's sort of like that perfect entertaining space.
What we've noticed is the more we engineer the back of them to look more attractive, the more places that we can put them.
Yes.
So if you're coming into a room, for example, and you have a beautiful back on the swivel chair, then it doesn't close off the room the same way that putting a large sofa would.
That's such a good point, I think, to bring to our viewers, because a lot of the times you don't always think about the back of the furniture being something you want to showcase. So I love the way that this sort of bar area is set up, because this could easily be a dining table, but you kind of, it's sort of dual use. Would you say that adding that bar element to a space is very important nowadays in that living area?
Absolutely, it's a social center, you know?
Yes.
It's where everyone will congregate, it's where everyone will make the drinks, usually music playing and everything.
It's
where
a nice way to round out the
guests.
room. And
Absolutely.
I love the way it's on the dining table, and of course the table base, we talked about organic elements. Right there, another way to sort of bring in that warmth of woods.
Absolutely.
As well. Well, we are going to take a look at some other bar areas, because you have some furniture pieces that double as bar, and we're going to show you some of that. But before we do that, let's check in with our friends from FHIA and see what they have going on today.
Hi, I'm Valentina with FHIA Remodeling, and we're here at the FHIA warehouse, and we're going to talk today about what you can expect during installation day for your new upgraded windows. This is an amazing place. Look how big this place is. Peter, tell me, what's all in here and what do you guys keep in this warehouse?
Well, we have 110,000 square feet of all of our windows, doors, kitchens, baths, roofing materials, everything that we need to do our installations.
Installations, let's talk installations. How important is installations when it comes to windows?
When it comes to windows, you could have the thickest glass in the world. If it's not installed properly, that's a big problem. Installation is one of the most important aspects of this entire project for most homeowners down in South Florida. So
what can homeowners expect on installation day?
well, on installation day, we're going to have our factory certified installers show up to the house between 9 and 10 o'clock to get the ball rolling. Again, very mindful of it's your home and not a construction site. And we're going to work on a section at a time. And that being said, you know, we actually have zip walls that we put up over the windows to make sure no dust and debris will be able to enter the home.
Yes,
And,
because construction and all that things can be very messy.
It can be, you know, it can be a painful process that we try to make as painless as possible.
I like that.
So, yeah. So the majority of the work is, you know, done from outside in, and that's why we put the zip wall up.
And how long does it take, approximately, the installation?
Depending upon the size of the project, typically about 2 to 3 days.
So I don't really need to move out then?
No need to move out. We're very mindful of this is your home, not a construction site. We work on sections at a time and go from there.
So it seems that installation day is not as bad as I thought it would be.
It's not going to be that bad. It'll be a breeze. You won't even know we're there. Don't worry about it.
I love it. So if you're thinking of upgrading or installing new windows, call FHIA Remodeling today and get your free quote.
So when it comes to entertaining spaces, we had just seen a larger area where you use the dining table to kind of create this big bar. But sometimes we don't have a lot of space for a bar or don't necessarily want to see it.
So to solve that problem, we had a product. This is a Pietra box. So
It's beautiful. I also just want to point out the hardware is very cool. We talked about the natural elements.
Of course.
What a
So
great handle. Like
so you
before
have
you
the
even
marble
know
on
that
the
this might
outside,
be a bar.
marble on
really
the outside
beautiful
with the
detail.
natural wood.
So this opens up, and wow, this is a stunning piece. I mean, the interior is upholstered.
Right. Where we've been putting these mostly is in the masters because, for example, it has 3 outlets in the back. So
Nice.
a lot of people use it for a coffee station. Also, we have the refrigerated drawers. And
cool.
the other smaller drawers, which are for cups and other things,
Oh,
are
look at that.
lined with suede. Yeah.
Such a nice touch. That really elevates it. This is also like something you might find in a beautiful resort, in your room, having this great piece that looks like furniture, but actually is a bar.
It's essentially an extension of the kitchen, you know?
So yeah, so it functions as an extension of the kitchen, but when it's all done, let's close this up and show our viewers how beautiful this is again. It's a gorgeous piece of furniture with that natural element detail.
It's bringing the warm textures and colors in.
Absolutely. And we are going to continue touring through this gorgeous showroom here at Artefacto and take you all with us when we come back. Coming up next, we show you how to breathe new life into your decor with versatile and contemporary modular furnishings on SoFlo Home Project. Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing our tour here with Bruno and Pietro Bacchi, looking at some of the great furnishings in the Artefacto showroom. Entertainment has become a big priority in South Florida living. The trend is to transform your indoor and outdoor spaces into contemporary resort-style gathering areas. I thought this would be a good time to share with our viewers a lot of different sofa options, and I know you have a lot of great modular sofas here, and that's a huge trend right now, right?
Absolutely. So this is actually one of our biggest award-winning pieces. This won the Sofa of the Year from Vogue.
Wow.
The reason that it won this award is it's completely modular in the sense that, for example, if I lift this tray and Bruno will just slide that over,
Wow. So
it becomes a completely different concept.
total flexible seating. Like we talk about modular being separate pieces of sofas that maybe create one, but this actually lets you move things around.
So now I'm just putting it back into place, and the USB cable connects under.
Oh, I saw
the
that. So
frame.
you could charge your phone right from there.
Absolutely.
Great detail. It's all about that convenience.
Everything that you see about it in terms of fabrics, finishes, colors, of course, can be changed.
Nice. So here, there's hardware, actually, I'm seeing it from the mirror, on the back of
Yeah.
the sofa.
Yeah, so our designer Patricia Anastasia, she does a great job of having the piece look incredible from all angles. So if you look at the back, it's a stainless steel handle that's wrapped in leather.
And that's such a cool detail because, again, like you had mentioned earlier, sometimes you're walking into a room and the back of that piece of furniture, that's the first thing you see. And I love that detail of hardware on a sofa, like it's unexpected. When it comes to other options of seating in the home, I'm looking at this sofa here and this looks so comfortable. looks like perfect for maybe home theater or something like that.
Yeah, this double chaise option is actually exactly what people are asking for nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, because they want this sophisticated, very clean-cut feel, but they also want something that's loungy, something that's comfortable to watch TV on, something that the family can enjoy.
Now, we talked about the tables. In some of the other areas we had for outdoors, we had multiple tables. Even in the living area we had been in previous to that. Would you say that this is something you're seeing a lot of, where it's like mixing the different materials, different heights?
So people are coming in and asking for a lot more than just a basic coffee table nowadays.
Right.
They want a mixture of marbles and glass and different types of leather and stuff like that. So once you do dress up these coffee tables that have varying heights, they look absolutely astonishing.
I'm looking at this terrazzo. That's another trend I've been seeing so much of in design, and I love that you have it on a coffee table.
All of the terrazzo that you see in the showroom is all Brazilian terrazzo. So it's it's a touch of Brazil that we bring with us.
I love that. This is a beautiful setup, but we have more to see. And when we come back, we are going to take you to some cool and unique outdoor furnishings to really bring in that resort-style living at your home. Next, we step into a sophisticated patio space and get into the swing of things on SoFlo Home Project. Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing our tour of the beautiful Artefacto showroom here in Coral Gables with Bruno and Pietro Bacchi. So we talked a lot about indoor outdoors. We're back in the outdoor area. We're on the second floor here, all outdoors.
Yeah.
So this entire section, we consider it the outdoor, where it has a lot of, once again, marine grade stainless steel, aluminum, and nautical rope, like the thing that you're sitting on right now.
This is awesome, by the way. I love the addition of like a cool, that fun piece for the outdoors. We see a lot of these swings. It's just something it's conversational, but it also is that eye-catching piece.
So it's always been very big in the Brazilian market. We decided to bring it over to Miami. It acts as a great accent piece, especially with all these beautiful outdoors seating areas and things like that we see in Miami.
I think it's cool to bring it back. Our theme has sort of been like talking about how your home could be resort style living from indoors to out. And this is that one thing that, like, when you go to a cool resort, people always love this kind of stuff to sit and hang out. It's a great photo op, and it's comfortable too.
So Artefacto actually stands for handmade. So the swing that you're on right now, it takes around one person 30 hours to complete.
Well, this is certainly that cool piece to round out any space, and this feels like a grand living room. Is this something that here at Artefacto you think is more important, to have that flexibility of just larger seating groups? And
It's bringing that indoor outside, and it's feeling comfortable and
Right.
being able to use every inch of the house.
I can't imagine who wouldn't want to hang out when the furniture feels like your indoor furniture.
Absolutely.
And there's definitely a lot of great details as I'm looking around. I mean, some of the backs of the chairs, the craftsmanship is beautiful.
It's a lot of handmade pieces. We actually have a lot of artisans from the Amazon that come and they do all of the hand-woven details and design that really add value to the pieces. And also, you know, once again, show us a little piece of Brazil.
Yeah, a lot of this can go indoors as well, if you wanted it to. But I'm seeing behind you, we got this sort of like look of a living wall. Is the accent of greenery important to kind of bring in? And I'm also actually seeing green in a lot of the furnishings.
So the landscaping always plays a role. With the vertical garden behind me, we kind of tried to match maybe what a client might have at his house, so he could maybe walk into the showroom and then say, wow, this really feels like, you know, my house.
And if anything, it gives that inspiration. Now, color-wise, I see a lot of sort of beautiful shades of green on some of the upholstery as I look throughout the outdoors. Is that something new? I know for years we had seen a lot of blue, and of course I feel like blue is still ever popular in an area where you're by the water, but I love this sort of introduction to green as a color for upholstery and actually even some of the materials of furnishings.
Various colors of green are very much in. It's one of those colors that bring the landscape together with the interior of the house, with the exterior garden, and overall it just ties everything together.
So I think it's been really cool to kind of tour through and end here, because there's a lot more, but I want to thank you guys so much for sharing some of the latest trends and furnishings and everything that you have here to offer.
Of course, and thank you for having us on your show.
And now let's take a look at what design inspiration we have planned for you next week on SoFlo Home Project. We look at which design choices could elevate the value of your home. We get expert advice as we tour a beautiful, newly built waterfront property. And to our viewers, we thank you so much for joining us this week, and we hope to see you again next week for another episode of SoFlo Home Project right here on Local 10. And remember, there's no place like SoFlo Home. And one last thing, we just want to wish all the dads out there a very happy Father's Day. Especially happy Father's Day to my dad. Hope you all have an amazing day. If you missed any part of this episode, or if you're looking for more design inspiration, make sure to check out all episodes online at SoFloShows.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media on Facebook and Instagram.